Hi, so welcome back into the enchanted allotment. It's been a long while, because last time I came down when I did a bit of work, I completely forgot my phone, and I think I absolutely needed to be detached at that moment. So, what's been going on? Well, I now have a couple of chimes on my little tree, which I think is a cherry tree. So that's really lovely. I can't be without my chimes. So, what have I been doing on? So, this was, if you remember, this circular area was going to be my herb garden. And last time I was down here, I pulled up the weed barrier, which I absolutely hate, because those poor worms cannot get through. And it's, oh God, I hate it. Anyway, it was an almighty effort and I got it all up. And so this. And then I realised once I'd done that there was no topsoil. It was gravel and it was clay. I thought, oh goodness, what am I going to do now? So my mum came up with this great solution of putting in a fire pit, because I have a couple of friends here who have a fire pit on their allotment, and what a great place to drum, to sit by the fire pit of an evening, toast marshmallows, etc. So this is what it's going to be. I shall find something, an old fire pit to put in the middle, and that will just be the perfect place. And there's even a little bank that we can sit around. So this morning, well, no, not this morning, this afternoon, that led me on to transplanting what I'd planted in here, because I've planted lavender, thyme, marjoram, mint, and so I've had to transplant those, but I'll come on to those in a minute. Rhubarb, which was gifted to me, is still there, so that is good. And I moved this plastic, which was on here. So this now has been dug up, and my goodness, from being in a woodland before where we're overrun with nettles and bramble and bracken, here it's thistle. So there's thistles coming everywhere, which is a bit of a nightmare really, because obviously you just need gloves all the time. So that I'll be digging over, and so this is now covered over, and so is that. So these will be just sitting there now just to kill the weeds. So this morning, no, why do I keep saying this morning? It's not this morning, it's early this afternoon. I tried to find an area that was going to be right for my herbs. So I thought, by the rosemary. And this is a nice little bit, because I've got a pathway here, so it's easy access. So this strip is now going to be where my herbs are. So it was all like this, and in the space of about half an hour, I've turned it into this. So it's all now dug over, and I have, as I said, my lavenders in here, thyme and marjoram. And I've planted my mint over in a different area. I want it obviously away from the herbs, because that will just spread as well. And the weeds I took out, I went to put on our allotment kind of non-compost heap. So it's kind of over there, and it's where all the weeds that we don't want to compost go. And I went there and I found this, which I do believe is comfrey. I don't know which comfrey it is, I need to check it out. But in any way, it was growing in there. I've dug it up and I've replanted it. Beautiful little flowers. And so that is just perfect. So I've got a few of those dotted around now. So they are staying. So I've rescued those, and hopefully, and they've got quite a bit of root on them as well. So that, knowing comfrey, that should adapt very easily. So there is that. And then we come back over here. So there is this more of what I think is comfrey, and then this as well. So I need to identify this. It has little red flowers. So I don't know right now. It's probably in a bit of a shock right now, because it's just been dug up and replanted. But I thought that was really beautiful. So that is staying, along with my other comfrey here. And this was an area that's kind of not in a circle, but just on the edge of it. So I thought that was quite nice. And apparently this circle, I've been told, for those of you who've heard of the Eden Project, so it's a place in Cornwall, and they have this massive, huge dome with like the dome's made out of like hexagons, and it's a whole like massive greenhouse inside. So apparently they had built a mini Eden Project dome here, which is why it was circular. I don't know what they're going to do with it, but it's not there anymore. And so I've also planted another comfrey here, and then a little mint. So this is a ginger mint. So I'm going to have my little collection of mints around near the rhubarb. And I've got a load of raspberry canes growing up here. And so this bush in the middle in my fruit cage is red currant. And that is fantastic. And it's a big bush of red currant. And apparently gooseberries, you can't find gooseberries very easy anymore. So I'm glad to have got those. But yes, and it's already getting little flowers on it. So very, very happy with that we have a huge red currant bush. You just see how there's lots of raspberry canes now coming up. And the gooseberries are coming out now. So they're looking really well. So there's loads going on here. I mean, just look at that. That's huge. They're going to have a lot of red currants. So I'm, quite happy with what's coming up. I also replanted the strawberries, cleared it all out. So they seem to be surviving. And I've planted some onions in here. So whether these are slowly coming through. I had a look this morning, they're just beginning to come through now. Little sprouts on them, so that is brilliant as well. And so so it's beginning to take shape. I'm really quite happy, and I haven't been down for a while, obviously because of the weather, how awful it's been. And finally, just to get a few moments just to finally touch base here. And it's been lovely because I came down last night with a friend here and we drummed on the allotment, and so I think that's going to be a regular occurrence of sitting and drumming on the allotment, which is why I also want my fire pit and allow it just to feel like home. And there's a few bees out, but not many, which is quite a worry because when I lived in France, obviously we had beehives, and I've seen no normal bees. I've seen these funny little hover bees that go very, very quickly from one plant to another, but not proper honeybees. I haven't seen any. And it's really warm today. It's probably about 15-16 degrees, and yet there's not a bee anywhere. So I don't know if you've seen anywhere near you, but please let me know, because that is a bit of a worry if there's no honeybees. Maybe it's an English thing, I don't know. But yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts on the honeybees. So there you go, just a quick update from me from the enchanted allotment.